Check this out, guys. We got a new tool for the toolbox. I'm excited to put it on and see how she works. So this is a 60-inch, 45-degree tilting bucket built by Jason and the team up at SRS Attachments. Jason actually delivered this thing down here personally. This is one of those things I've seen Chris Let's Dig use for a while and a couple other channels and thought would be really handy for our application from time to time. I don't think a tilt rotator would fit in real well with what we're doing, but this thing could definitely be utilized from time to time. So I'm excited to put it on the machine and see how she works. But before we head to the house and get this plumbed in on the 120, I got a little bit of video from Jason when he actually dropped this off, so I'll let you guys check that out. I'm gonna head up to the house and then we'll get her plumbed up. All right, I have Jason from SRX here. First off, welcome to everybody. You are the one that provided the new 36-inch bucket for the 120.
Yes,
which
sir.
was technically custom built to match up my thumb. Greatly appreciate that. But we have something new here this morning. What we got?
We got a 60-inch tilting grating bucket for your machine.
Now this will fit on the 140 or the 120.
That's right.
And we got a, excuse me, this is something we've been talking about for a while and finally got together, and I am super excited to try this thing out. Well, there's this guy called Let's Dig over there. He really likes to show off with his grating bucket. So we're gonna have to start competing a little bit. So you're in town for the expo, swing by and drop this thing off. It's an absolutely beautiful piece of artwork, man.
We appreciate it. We try to make good stuff, so you'll be happy with how it works.
So 60-inch bucket, 45-degree angle of tilt. You know what the capacity is on it by chance?
I believe it's very close to 1.5 yards.
Okay. Which should be that should be very comfortable for both of our machines. So that we're excited to give her a try, man. Hopefully here in the next couple of days we'll get her on a machine and get her actuated and see what happens. But if you guys want to check out what all they do, a lot of different buckets, attachments, grapples, website's the best way to find you?
Yes, srsattachments.com, and there's a link in, there's a place where you can put all the information, and we'll be happy to quote you. We mostly do tilting grating buckets, but we can try to do just about anything.
Yep, I'll be sure to link his website in the description, and stay tuned for this thing in action. All right, we just made it back up here to the shop. We unhooked the super stick. The first project we're going to use this on is actually a little job I got going back here behind the house. And step one is make sure this thing will fit on the 120. Somebody has parked it way too close. Get resituated here. Hopefully she couples right in. That's a good first step. Oh yeah. Look at that beauty. That's gonna work with my thumb even though I can't use them both at the same time. All right, now we gotta figure out some hydraulic hoses. I like it already. All right, Mr. Millennial.
NYA Millennial.
Now we have.
Says so.
I love that design. All right, so now that we got it on there, we basically need to connect, or we're gonna use the same hydraulic auxiliaries our thumb does or the super stick does. And we gotta come down here. I believe that's a number 6 JIC fitting. So let's not get ourselves too tight.
I'd go, that's 6.5 feet. I'd go 8, just to play it safe.
I don't know if we need that much. Let's go 7.5. Hold it up there again. Let's see. The position it's in right now is probably the farthest it's ever going to be away from the connector. So just kind of run out 7.5 feet, see what it looks like.
Almost to the hose.
Yeah.
8 feet puts you there.
I think 8 feet is going to be too much. Let's go 7.5.
See, if I'd have said 7.5, you said 8.
Maybe.
There's no maybe about that at all.
It's going to be a handy little attachment for sure. All right, so I guess we're going to run to town, get a few hoses made, and come back, hook them up, and see what we got. All right. We have taken over Schaefer and Poland's hose department. I think we've been sorting through fittings for the last 20 minutes, but
We being not Mike.
no, me and Rodney. I think we got everything we need. We just got to make hoses. We'll leave that up to him. All right, we have made it back from town. Get our hoses made. Went ahead and put the ends on. We need to make sure we get these on the right side there, Matthew. I think that one goes on that side, this one goes on this side. I'm not sure if I'm tall enough to reach up there.
Good thing Aaron's not here.
I just made an observation. We measured this side,
But not the other.
which is a little closer than the other side.
So I'm pretty sure someone said, just make them 8 feet.
In theory,
Okay. Well, look, with the extra we have here, surely.
oh yeah. And the good news is on the 140, that valve is down here farther. So if they fit on the 120, they'll for sure fit on the 140. We'll go in there. Whoosh. Hey,
Ta-da!
you did such a good job. I'll let you do the other side. Does this need to be tightened yet?
Yes. Yeah, don't run it without tightening. Or we might have a leak.
Oh, perfect. That one's going to be a little harder to reach because,
Turn the other way.
well, if you watched a video back in the day of us clearing, remember the grapevine got a hold of that one?
Yeah.
And we shortened her up a little bit?
Yeah.
I would start it, but I'm afraid if I start it, it's going to build pressure on it. What are you doing it down there for?
Oh, I'm just seeing if they're the same. I can't reach it, and you know damn good and well. So hold that. I'm gonna use the thumb.
Somebody didn't think this out very well whenever they parked it.
Well, somebody didn't think that we were gonna go ahead and do it without moving it.
Ooh, that's going to be close.
Go over top of that, and that'll probably help a little bit.
Oh, it's going to make it. I'm trying to help you.
Yeah, you are.
Turn it on the bottom part. There you go. Turn it as you pull up and turn. There you go.
It's
Perfect.
a little more snug.
Well,
It still works.
the main question is, does it work? Moment of truth.
Only one way to find out. You ready for the moment of truth?
That's let me roll it in and out. You watch them hoses, and then we'll go side to side.
10-4.
Don't look bad that way, do they?
No, pretty good and clear.
All right, here's gonna be the one. You watch out on the other side.
"7'6" works, buddy. 8 foot would have been better. Nice. That's quick there, bud. see it from the other side. Gourd head. Pretty big smile there, bud.
I know. Just wish it wasn't raining so we could try it out.
It's nasty. That's just from tracking across gravel, so it's pretty nasty to be trying it out there, buddy.
We're ready when the dirt dries.
That's right.
Well, like I said, unfortunately with the brain in the mud, that thing's gonna have to wait for just a little bit, but she is ready to go, so stay tuned. Hopefully we'll be playing with it soon. Well, the rain's finally gone and the sun is out. I think it is time to officially try out the new tilt bucket on the 120. Let me kind of show you the project we're tackling here. This is a pond I built years ago. I think if you guys go way back, and I'm talking way back on Captain Kleeman's channel, he actually has some video of building this pond with the old 1450 case dozer. Chris, Let's Dig 18 was here. We actually put the super stick on and dredged out the upper end of the pond. That's why we got it drained down. I have no video of that. He's got video of it. I'll try to link it down below if you guys want to go watch that. But the ultimate goal, as you guys see, there's a nice rock wall all the way down my brother's side there. That pile of weeds up there is actually the rocks to complete my side right here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take the tilt bucket and basically try to cut a nice little flat notch along the side of that bank right at water level, and then we're gonna take those rocks eventually and stack them in there, and that'll kind of make a little transition coming into the water there, a lot like what my brother's got over there. That's worked out very well for him. We did that a few years ago and just ran out of time. It's the old saying, carpenter's house is never done, mechanic's car never runs. And yeah, an excavator's yard is never finished. This has been about I don't know, this project's probably been going on for every bit of 6 or 7 years, but we're gonna at least get another phase of it done. I'm not gonna promise we're gonna get it done, but we're gonna get another phase of it done. So I'm dying to get the paint war off this tilt bucket. So let's see what happens. Right there is a pipe. That's where all my downspouts off my house drain into. So I believe we're gonna start just on that side of the pipe. I'm gonna try to take a lot of this dirt and take it over on the back side of the dam. There's a whole little area right there I think I can kind of fill in and landscape a little bit, make it a little bit nicer, and go from there. So let's see what this girl's got. All right, here we go. First little scoop with it. Oh, that's the wrong way. We'll come in right below that pipe there. That should be about the water level right there. It's a pretty hard vegetation down in there we got to get through, but there we go. Definitely nice having the tilt option on this hillside. It's there's nowhere level to set the machine, so most of the adjustment is done with the bucket. Sure, like anything else new, it's going to take just a little bit of time to get the hang of it and get the technique, but working out quite nicely, if I don't say so myself. Look at that. Look at that. I like it. See if we can just swing on around. Maybe tilt that bucket the other way. Come in from over here. So I get asked all the time, how come we don't run tilt rotators on our equipment? And it's a good question, but it's not. There just went a snake out of there. It's a good question, but it's not really an easy answer. The best way I can describe it It's probably the number one reason is cost versus the amount of time or the amount of jobs or the amount of workload we do that would actually require one or benefit us. The majority of the work we do, which is top loading trucks, clearing land, and moving yardage, it really don't benefit us a whole lot. A job like this where we're digging along the side of a pond or doing landscaping or finish work, absolutely a tilt rotator would be handy, but I don't want that big expensive attachment hanging out there on the edge of the piece of equipment on particular jobs where I don't need it and risk it getting hurt, either land clearing or beating on rock or demo work. The other thing is with a tilt rotator, you can't run a thumb. I know they got the pinchers on the back, but anybody that runs a thumb on a regular basis knows that a pincher on the back of a tilt rotator is not the same as a thumb. Man, check that out. I get the hang of this thing. We're going to be dangerous with it, boys and girls. We're going to be dangerous with it. Bear with me here a little bit. We're going to be doing something here in a minute. I'm going to kind of carve off the back side of that so I ain't got to worry about it falling in on me. Look at that. This is going to be a very handy tool for finishing. So anyways, that's kind of why we went to tilt bucket rotation. In situations like this, it would be nice to have a bucket that I can angle just like I'm doing now. And a rotator would be handy from time to time, but it's not a necessity. And if I don't want to use this thing, I can just unclip it and set it off to the side and not worry about damaging it and going back to my regular setup, which works really good for the majority of work we do. I hope that is a good explanation of a tilt rotator. Now, in full disclosure and full fairness, I have ran some tilt rotators from time to time. There's a few funny videos on the internet of me attempting to run one. I am not an expert on them by any stretch of the imagination. There's some guys out there that just, man, they are amazing what they can do with one. But they're doing a totally different type of work than I'm doing on a regular basis. So keep that in mind a little bit. But I can definitely see where this little attachment is going to be handy. It's going to be handy, folks. Look at that thing. Look at that. Just look at it. I like it a lot. Whole lot. So one thing I was just a little bit unsure of when I first seen this bucket was the capacity of it. You guys watch Chris Let's Dig 18's channel. He's also got a tilt bucket, but it's probably twice the capacity. He's also got twice the machine I do, but the reality of it, I've realized here this morning, and what little bit I've used it, is this bucket's not made for moving yards of material. This bucket is made for finish work and grade work. And I'm probably working on a 25-degree hillside right now. It is absolutely perfect for this 120. It's just enough material that you can get stuff moved and get it out of your way, but it's not upsetting the machine or making me uncomfortable at any given point or time. So I guess if you use it the way it's intended, it is sized very nicely. That is probably very similar to the capacity on my 3-foot bucket. Obviously not quite the capacity of my full 5-foot grating bucket, but the main thing is in a situation like this, it keeps the machine very comfortable. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really liking it so far, and this is the ideal situation for this thing. Just need a skid steer or a dozer operator to get rid of some of these spoils for me, and we'd be in really good shape. Love it. So this rock right here is actually a natural rock ledge, and we're gonna kind of want our rock wall to tie into it a little bit right in here somewhere. But to kind of elaborate a little bit on why this is the ideal situation for this bucket, the main reason is, if you guys look out here, you can see I'm sitting on a hillside, but I need to dig a level bench. And with a conventional bucket on there that I can't tilt, I have no way to get that bucket level unless I'm just working right in front of me. So it really opens up my workspace quite a bit. And the big thing on this hillside is I don't have to maneuver and work maneuver the machine around there as much. As you guys can kind of see over there where I put some mud up there, the hill's got really slick. I can't even walk across that without sliding down. So it's definitely proved to be a pretty handy tool right here in this situation for sure. Anytime I get a new attachment like this, the first thing I do is go back through the memory bank and think about all the jobs I struggled on and thought, man, if I would have had this, that job would have been so much easier. So definitely pretty cool having this tool in the toolbox moving forward. Some of these pond jobs and ditching jobs, or even putting a retaining wall in on a hillside, this is going to be the ticket for stuff like that for sure. Chris has got good enough with his anymore. He uses it to finish a lot of jobs, so maybe one day we'll get to that level with it, but got to start somewhere, right? Got to start somewhere. The only thing I would possibly change on it, and I've actually got some ordered, I got some flow control valves coming, and what that's going to allow me to do is I can't really fine tune it as I'm digging because the bucket goes so quick. Well, with those flow control valves, I should be able to slow down that movement a little bit to where I can kind of adjust it as I'm digging. It's not quite as bad if you got pressure on the bucket because it kind of slows it down a little bit versus just wide open out here in the middle of nowhere, but it'd definitely be nice to slow that down a little bit. Man, dig's good. Can't take that away from it. All right, kind of got this bench roughed in down through here. Whoop, wrong way. Hang on out there, guys. Now that I kind of know what I'm doing, or at least got a rough idea of it, I'm going to start here at this end, kind of working my way back to the other end, cleaning this up a little bit. I got to be a little bit careful now that I put some mud up here on this bank. It's really hard for this excavator to hang on here. I don't want to end up sliding in the pond here. That wouldn't be good. I guess it'd make a good video, but it wouldn't be good for my production today. Let's put it that way. Man, this thing is working awesome. So I got to figure out how to kind of adjust my angle as I go here a little bit. Give me another couple hours on this thing and I'm going to be dangerous, folks. I'm going to be dangerous. I promise you. Very nice. Probably make more sense if I set you guys on the ground and let you watch. You'd be able to see a little bit more. So let me set you guys up there, and we're gonna see if we can work our way across here, clean our mess up. What do you think? What do you say? know if it does or not, but I'm hoping that camera angle kind of shows the slope of the ground here and kind of what we're up against here a little bit. Got a little bit of aggressive in this spot right here. So whoops, hang on, wrong way. Trying to level that out just a little bit. There we go. That pass there actually looked like I knew what I was doing. Even surprised myself a little bit. This is what's so nice right here is I just tilt the bucket to the angle of that slope. Kind of pull all that back to me here a little bit. That'll be really nice when it comes time later to put those rocks in there. I'm not fighting that. Like it. All right, you guys kind of see the ultimate goal here. Let's go hammer time. Check that out, guys. That didn't shape up too bad at all. Got a nice little notch cut in there just below water level to set our rocks on. Got everything kind of pulled back on the bank so it'll dry. Couple observations really quick. Keep in mind this is my first time really ever using the tilt bucket. I could have done this with my conventional flat face bucket, but with years of experience, I'm pretty sure I'd done it faster and done a better job with just about an hour's experience on that tilt bucket. So once I get the hang of that thing, I feel like I'm gonna be pretty dangerous. It's definitely gonna be a handy tool in the arsenal. This particular job here, rotate on the thing, probably would have been nice, but the majority of the jobs we do, I'm still convinced that a tilt bucket over a rotator is definitely the way to go for our operation. At least this gives us the option of one more axis. Bucket did great, no issues. But before I give you one last glimpse of the bucket, I want to show you guys something else. Tractor Time with Tim come down, brought a brand new Ventrac mower they just released, and we actually mowed, I should say he actually mowed, the majority of the backside of the dam with that little machine. I keep calling it the little monster truck. That thing was absolutely incredible. So I got a quick little clip I want to show you guys of him going across this dam. It's nothing more than amazing. Check it out. Down here on the pond renovation project, I want to show you guys real quick. Tim with Tractor Time from Tim brought this brand new Ventrac model down. It's supposed to mow like a 30-degree slope. It actually has a slope meter on it. And we have mowed this entire hill. We are way over 30 degrees. I'm ridiculously impressed with this little machine. Not a whole lot of videos going to be on this channel. We actually shot quite a bit of video for Tim's channel, Tractor Time with Tim. I'll try to link that down there in the description, but it is a cool and very smooth little machine. Look at that little monster truck. It's as much fun to drive as it is to watch work. Tim definitely knows how to push that little thing to the limit. That is so cool. I just wanted to show it because I thought it was neat. I'll be sure to link Tim's channel below. Check out the full video. Pretty impressed. That little tractor is pretty cool. I was more than impressed with it. I can't believe it hung onto that dam going across there. And we had rain that morning, so that grass was slick, the ground was slick, everything was slick. We were slipping and sliding, but never felt like we were out of control. Full video on Tim's channel. I'll put a link in the description to that. Awesome video. Go over there and check it out. We did have the brush cutter on the 120, kind of hit a few of the spots that we couldn't get to. But anyways, back to the SRS tilt bucket. I cannot thank Jason and his guys enough. I have no suggestions for them other than I need to get some flow control valves and slow that tilt down a little bit more. I think that'll help me in the grading. But if you guys are in the market for a tilt bucket, I would definitely check out Jason at SRS. Very well built bucket and very affordable. I cannot thank those guys enough for supporting the channel. I will link all his information to his website and Facebook and Instagram in the description below. I'm gonna let this dry out, let it get some wind on it, let it get some sun on it. Hopefully here soon, before I have to haul this machine out, we'll switch back to our conventional bucket and start placing some of these rocks. I don't want to quite do it today because it's just, it takes too much effort to keep the machine on the hillside, and I don't want to end up taking a swim. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Definitely helps out the channel. You want to make sure you don't miss out on the rest. Consider subscribing. Either way, I sure hope we catch you on the next one.